Hello everyone, you're on with Ocean Trader, and today I just wanted to go through Thinkorswim, which is the desktop environment that I use for trading. It's available from TD Ameritrade. If you've chosen a different broker, they'll have some sort of desktop environment like this. I know E-Trade has a good one. There's some others out there. I prefer Thinkorswim. All of my videos are going to be done in Thinkorswim. So I just wanted to go ahead and explain to you guys a little bit about how it works, what I'm looking at, how to get it, etc. So to get it, you have to go log in to TD Ameritrade. This is one of the pages that just explains to you some of the features. So you're going to go ahead, log in, install it on your computer. When you open it up for the first time, I'm going to go ahead and reset my entire screen here for you guys. So this is the first thing you're going to see when you open up Thinkorswim for the first time. I'm in a simulated trading account right now, not my actual account. So these are all simulated values. It still has me logged in. This will have you blank over here. So let's just start from up here at the top left, and we'll just kind of work our way around the environment. So the first thing you have up here is your account information. That just shows you how much is in your account and your buying power for specific vehicles. That's pretty straightforward. You can minimize that if you don't want to see it. I know some traders who just focus on the trade and they don't actually watch the dollars in their account tick throughout the day. They focus on executing the trades appropriately and like perfectly, so they don't worry too much about the dollars until the end of the day or end of the week, anything like that. You just want to know your buying power. That's pretty important. Live news right here. This is amazing. I love this. So this will, if you type in a stock, we'll go with Apple. It'll bring up all the news that's recently happened and when it came out. So then you can just click here and read through all of these news releases and see everything you need to see. Real quick, if this dark environment bugs you, you can come over here to setup. And then in application settings, there's a setting called look and feel. And in here, you can change your color scheme. Sometimes I use the light one. Sometimes I use the dark one. It just really depends. Sometimes I find the lighter version is a little less intimidating and a little easier on the eyes. So for the sake of this video, we'll just continue in the light version. And again, that's just setup, look and feel, and you can change. You just switch back and forth. So this is live news. Live news is awesome. Down here, this whole bar is a widget bar. So this is Trader TV. I don't use that at all. So at that point, you just delete the widget or the gadget, whatever they call it here. This is a watch list. So you can just, we'll just delete all of these and then put our own in there. So delete all of that. And then down here, you click add. And then this is where you have Minesweeper. If you get bored, there's a calculator in here. I find it easier just to use the calculator next to me or on my phone or something like that. But you can use all of these widgets in here. There's Tetris too. Look at that. I usually use a watch list. And then in here, you can create your own watch list. You can look at all of these pre-made watch lists, which are amazing. There's lovers and losers. So this is a great way to find pre-market movers. You just go ahead and click that. Then these are all your pre-market movers, which is awesome. So then you can look through here to figure out which stocks are going to be in play that day. You can go ahead and add some other watch lists if you want. Message center, whichever of these piques your interest. We'll just leave that empty for now to keep my screen organized. I'll usually have 1 or 2 watch lists running in here at a time. You can also run live screeners over those watch lists, which becomes really cool. So then that's this panel. You can also tuck it away right here if you want. I'll leave it open just so we don't forget where we are. So that's this panel. Let's come across the top. This is your monitor. So this is your home screen you see right here, basically. This will show you how many orders you have, Trader TV again, but basically this is just another place to add widgets. You can add all of these different types of widgets. Anything you want to see when you come into your account, the first thing you'll see is what you want to set here. I generally don't come here that often. The place I'll go is monitor. This shows you all your working orders, your filled orders, cancel orders, and then here you'll have a list of all of your positions. So if you go ahead and place a trade, this is where it's going to pop up. Going across the top, you have your trade bar. If you type in, we'll just keep using Apple. If you type in a ticker here, You have the stock itself, and then you have your options chain down here. Looks like I was looking at some options earlier. There's your options chain, and then this is one big thing that it seems really simple and really stupid, but it had me really confused for a little while. Unlike the app or unlike the website, there's nothing that says trade or make a trade. How you trade is there's literally almost endless ways in here. You can come in and click the ask to buy the ask. You can come in here and click the bid to sell the bid if you want to sell short. You can do it over here as well. If you look, the buy and sell comes out right when I hover over these. And then if you click on any, if you want to buy that, it opens a trade ticket right down here, at which point you can figure out how many units you want. You can do as many as you want. It's set for 100 right now of the ticker symbol Apple. Price, and then you can change your order type from limit to all of these, which I'll explain in future videos. And then you can change your order expiration time. So this explains how long your order will stay valid for. I'll cover that in future videos as well, so no need to worry about that. So that's basically how you trade. You see a price and you click on it. So that's to just get that confusion out of the way. We'll come over. There's all of these options that you can use as well. Scanners or screeners are important. This is how you find stocks. I'll go over an entire screener video or scanner video. It depends. You can call it whatever you want. Market Watch. This is the one I usually go to, is charts. And then this is where I spend most of my time, is in here in charts. All of these things on the side just pop out when you click them. You can click this out if you want to trade. You can get these big old trade buttons up here. Time and sales, which will show you a list of all the sales that were placed and what they sold for. Active Trader is a really important one. I'll probably do a whole video on Active Trader itself. But this allows you to set just absolutely like astounding orders. You can do bracket orders in here. You can have it, so you basically just click right here and you'll already have everything set up custom. So you'll have your trailing stop loss where you want it, and your standard order size. It's a great way to trade off this Active Trader here. I'll cover all that in a future video, but then you have more big buttons. These are just all other ways to trade. Your dashboard if you want, buy and sell. More ways to trade. Like I said, there's endless ways to trade here. Level 2, for those of you who know what level 2 is, I'll cover that in the Active Trader video, because Active Trader is basically just level 2. But really quickly, this just shows what people want to pay for a stock right here, the bid, and what people want to sell the stock for right here, the ask, and how many people want to buy and sell. So that's cool. So you can see the lineup and get the prices you want. And then of course you have the live news as well in here. So that's your charting. How you do studies like Bollinger Bands, anything like that. You're gonna come up to this right here, this little what do you call this, a beaker, and then in here you can add all the studies you want. So say we want to do the Bollinger Bands, we'll go ahead and use that. So we hit add selected, hit OK, and boom, there you go. You got Bollinger Bands on there now. Boom. Just like that. Oh, they almost had a bullish expansion. That's a bullish expansion right there, kind of. I'll cover that in another video too. So there's endless studies in here. There's so many, and this is why I love Thinkorswim, is because they have all of these options. I'll do videos covering, obviously not nearly all of these, but some of the most important ones. So you can go ahead and add that. If you want, a lot of people use the RSI, so you can go ahead and use the RSI, and then they have variations of all of them, which is also really cool. So you hit OK, pops up right here. So that's how you add. The gray is after hours. So this is live. This is during the day. This is after hours. So yeah, that's how you add studies, and you can continue to do that. You can, in here, this is where you change your time frame. So we could do 20 day, 1 hour, just like that. And then we get the daytime, after hours, your Bollinger Bands and your candles. That's a bearish expansion right there. Nice. Good shorting opportunity. So that's basically how you add studies, set up your graphs. You can continue to add as much as you want. Basically anything you want is going to be in here. You can just search it. Say you wanted the MACD. There's all these different types of MACDs, but we'll do all studies. Oh, it went away. But anyway, you get the idea. So that's that. And yeah, and then you can add patterns. There's all these great tools you can draw. So that's helpful for finding like wedges and stuff like that. There's just an endless amount of settings in here, so I won't go ahead and cover all of them. Flex grid is interesting. It's probably more than you guys want to know, but you can add multiple tickers in here. So for instance, if you have a really big screen, you can watch multiple trades at a time in here on your flex grid, but I find it easier to just do one at a time if I'm only trading one stock at a time. So yeah, so you have your setup here. Now, this is one of my absolute favorite things about Thinkorswim that I find is absolutely amazing and maybe one of their best inventions ever, is up here. See this little link? You'll see that on just about everything. Is going to have this weird little link. You click the number and the color you want it to link to, and then everything will change accordingly. So if on this watch list I see this stock, I think, wow, EEM, that's great. Let's see the news and the chart. All I do is click, and then I get the live news and the chart and the active trader with the L2 and everything just the way I want it. So look at that. You can literally just click through these, and you can link everything. So as you build in more widgets, make sure to link them. And then you can also have different types of links as well. So you can get really complicated if you want, but I find that just one of the most helpful things. So whenever I search for a stock, I'll usually just come up here, Apple, type it in, hit enter, boom, everything goes to the way I want it. So we'll just tuck that away for now. Once you get your screen to exactly how you want it to look, this is key right here, is you're going to come up here to setup, and then you just go ahead and save workspace as, and we can just call this our test workspace. So from that, anytime you come into Thinkorswim, all you do is click test, and it's going to go ahead and set it up exactly like that. Perfect. So that way you don't have to redo all of these settings every time you come in. Education, this is an amazing tab too. This is just all the classes offered by TD Ameritrade. There's some great options courses in here. There's all kinds of stuff you can do. Yeah, so that's basically just a really quick once over of Thinkorswim. This is a hugely powerful platform. I'm going to be doing a lot more on this. I just wanted to sort of get you guys oriented, so that way when I'm clicking and stuff is changing, it's not all that confusing for you. So if you have any questions on that really broad video, go ahead and drop them down in the comments, and I'll do my best to answer them for you. Yeah, stay tuned, and happy trading.